Firearms Act. This proposed change through the Criminal Procedure Code Amendment Bill comes in response to the escalating incidents of gun violence in the country.
One recognizes the need that you have to find ways and means of addressing these shootings, the prevalence of firearms offenses, and yes, so there's no issue with that. But one has to be careful of not doing a knee-jerk response to these things, plasters on sores, and run and remove the discretion of a magistrate to grant bail. Magistrate is a seasoned, most of our magistrates are seasoned judicial officers who over the years, many years, have granted bail, heard bail applications for everything save for treason and murder.
Noting that an offender is considered innocent until proven guilty, the King's Counsel said with the high volume of matters currently before the High Court, the amendment could exacerbate existing delays and further strain judicial resources.
With the number of matters before the High Court, you need about 4 judges full-time to really clear that backlog. And now for offenses under the Firearms Act, you are removing that authority of the magistrate to grant bail and placing it in the hands of already overloaded judges. A magistrate is a judicial officer, and there is really no reason to remove from the jurisdiction of the magistrate. In fact, what should be happening is the adding of many offenses triable before the magistrate instead of clogging up the High Court, where all these things have to be tried before judge and jury.
Ferguson also criticized proposed changes that would eliminate the magistrate's discretion in sentencing for firearm offenses.
So whereas before on summary conviction, you had people liable to a fine of $4,000 and 2 years in prison, a maximum of 5 years, or a maximum fine of $20,000. The proposal is to remove the fines altogether, significantly increase the sentences, more than 100% in some cases. So the minimum, and introduce a minimum mandatory sentence of 10 years for possession of a firearm. 10 years in the magistrate's court and a maximum of 20 years. Remove the element of the fine and impose a prison sentence with, if you are found guilty, the least sentence you can get is 10 years. No. And in the case of the High Court, to tie the hands of the High Court and have it, if it's an indictable charge, a minimum of 20 years and a maximum of 40 years.
He called for a more measured approach, inclusive of public consultation, urging the government to thoroughly evaluate the potential consequences of these legislative changes. The debate over these amendments is likely to be intense as it goes before Parliament tomorrow, Tuesday, and Wednesday, with stakeholders from various sectors weighing in on the best approach to address gun violence while ensuring a just and efficient judicial process. Reporting for GBN News, I'm Nisha Paul.
Well, the Division of Youth, in collaboration with the AI Newbies Camp, which has members in Grenada and the United States, is hosting an AI Youth Summit at the Grenada Youth Center. The summit began on Monday and will conclude on June 21. More in this Rena Pett Thomas report.
The AI Summit is an event designed to empower young Grenadians, including students aged 18 to 25, with essential skills and knowledge in artificial intelligence. It's aimed at equipping participants with entrepreneurial insights and practical application of AI in real-world scenarios, and will be followed by an AI Youth Summer Camp in July. The 3-week AI Summit commenced with an opening ceremony on Monday, followed by a comprehensive series of sessions. Ms. Denise Slipper, one of the facilitators of the summit, gave an overview.
What you can expect from this summit, you will get back what you put in. And there is a statistic, I really hate to share it, but the statistic ends up being true. 80% of the people who walk into a conference, 80% don't do anything with the information we provide. There's only 20% that do anything. And so far, since I've been here, that statistic, unfortunately, has held up true. You're going to be up moving, you're going to be talking to each other, you're going to be coming up with business plans and ideas for your parishes. We have a challenge, and there's a prize at the end of it. It's a nice little prize, and it's for your parishes.
Through engaging sessions, attendees will explore various aspects of AI, including AI-generated content, emerging technologies in creative industries, ethical considerations, and the integration of AI into business ventures. The second facilitator for the session, Sharon Hutchinson, enlightened the participants on the many areas they can learn during the 3 weeks.
In the end of this, I was able to come to Grenada. The app was launched in St. Kitts because in honor of my nephew, but I decided to come to Grenada to bring my talent to Grenada in my retirement. That is how AI Newbies Camp started. The thing that you cannot do, you build your team and you bring somebody on that can do just that. So don't feel like you are not capable. That is what a team is for. So you want to build a strong team that everybody has the same vision. And in this camp, we are going to split up in teams, and you will be able to exercise building a strong team.
This initiative promises to give an impactful experience with morning sessions from June 3rd to 11th from 8:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. and afternoon sessions from June the 12th to the 21st from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. The final week will feature a special train-the-trainer workshop for young professionals already engaged in AI technology, coding, or related fields. Minister for Youth Jonathan Lacrette, in his remarks, spoke of the significant presence of AI in the world today.
In fact, AI across numerous industries is now a household name. So from the healthcare industry to the entertainment industry to the automotive industry to aerodynamics, you just name it, even to education, to social development, across government sectors, in developed countries, some developing countries as well, AI has taken its place. But there are numerous technological gadgets and numerous technological tools that we currently engage in, even as mankind, to assist us in getting work done.
The Division of Youth recognized the pivotal role of technology in youth development and remains steadfast in its commitment to providing relevant training and programs to nurture the talents and curiosity. Interested persons are encouraged to come to the Grenada Youth Center to be part of the summit. Rena P. Thomas, GBN News.
Other news, the National Disaster Management Agency has identified over 100 designated emergency shelters for the 2024 Atlantic hurricane season, which began on June 1. Rena P. Thomas has another report.
In an address to residents over the weekend, executive members of the National Disaster Management Agency named the approved emergency shelters located across the 7 parishes, including the Sister Isles. The shelters are in strategic places within communities and are the last resort for residents to find safety if they needed to evacuate their homes during imminent impact from a hazard. The head of the National Shelter Management Committee, Mr. Dominic Jeremiah, listed the shelters in the various districts. Here are some in the parish of St. George.
Beginning with the district of St. George's Northeast, the shelters are as follows. New Hampshire Community Center, New Hampshire Methodist Center, Constantine Methodist School, New Hampshire Faith Church, St. Mary's Junior School, Boca Secondary School, Tongue of St. George, Anglican High School, Grenada Boys Secondary School, St. Joseph's Convent, St. George's, J.W. Fletcher Catholic Secondary School.
The shelters in St. John and St. Mark was also listed.
St. John's, Mongrambi SDA Church, Concord SDA Church, New Life Organization, NULO, St. Rose Modern Secondary School, St. Peter's Catholic School, St. Mark, Fellowship New Testament Church, St. Mark's Secondary School, Union Community Complex.
Also identified were shelters in St. David and on the Sister Isle.
St. Andrew Southeast, Mama Can Resource Center, Telescope Primary School, Subiz SDA Church, St. Andrew's Anglican Secondary School, SAS, St. Andrew Southwest, Holy Cross Catholic School, Munich, Holy Innocent Anglican School, St. Andrew's Catholic School, St. Joseph's Convent, Grenville, Birch Grove New Testament Church, Union Community Center, Ford Preschool, Granbra Community Center, Harford Village Community Center, St. Martin de Porres Catholic Primary School, Crowshoe, St. David South, Wester Hall Secondary School, Corinth Government School, St. Dominic's Catholic School, Pedmota, St. Teresa's, Bogles Community Center, Harveyville Government School, Hillsborough Government School, Glad Tidings Church, Dover Government School, Mount Pleasant Government School.
The emergency shelters named are for the year 2024 to 2025. Rena P. Thomas, GBN News.
Now, Grenada is forecasting a 19% increase in tourist arrivals for the first half of 2024 compared to the same period in 2023. Nisha Paul reports.
The achievement was unveiled in the latest Caribbean Travel Trends report presented at the Caribbean Travel Forum in Montego Bay, Jamaica. Petra Roach, Chief Executive Officer of the Grenada Tourism Authority, says the country's top performance as a Caribbean destination came as no surprise for the GTA.
We already knew what our numbers were for the first quarter. We actually were up 31% over 2019 numbers, as well as 29% over 2023 numbers. So currently, we've got the stats for January to April, where we've moved from 58,000 passengers in 2019 to 75,000 passengers in 2024, which means that we've moved from a 29.4% increase over 2019 and a 23.21% increase over 2023.
She further disclosed that the island has already achieved a 30% increase in tourist arrivals for the first quarter of 2024, highlighting its successful efforts in boosting its tourism sector through enhanced connectivity, sustainable tourism initiatives, and strategic marketing campaigns. Grenada is tied with St. Martin in for these impressive growth figures. Furthermore, Grenada was selected as one of 4 destinations alongside Jamaica, the U.S. Virgin Islands, and Puerto Rico to be featured as a case study showcasing the importance of sustainability initiatives in the tourism industry. This recognition underscores the island's commitment to preserving its natural and cultural heritage while attracting environmentally conscious travelers. According to Roche, Grenada's underwater sculpture park at Molinaire Bay, St. George, was incorporated as a way to combine commercialization with taking care of the environment.
I'm sure everyone is aware that in 2004, when we had Hurricane Ivan decimate that Molinaire Bay, that the underwater sculpture park was initiated as a way of regrowing and recalibrating everything that was happening in terms of the eco-marine system and its biodiversity. So the fact that in 2023 we did an expansion, and that expansion then took on a very cultural perspective where we were highlighting the jab, that certainly has got its fair share of column inches.
She spoke of plans to expand the project to Carriacou in the not-too-distant future.
We recognize that the dive market is one which Grenada can actually start to dominate. I think that we played in the waters. We have gone about it very delicately, but we really have taken a position that that is going to be one of the pillars of growth, and the best way that you can do that is certainly in terms of expanding its product. So we're very excited about the underwater sculpture park that will be opened up in Carriacou.
She said a Grenada sign and a wedding chapel underwater are also on the cards.
So that combined with the Dive and Conservation Festival that we're going to be hosting in September really is going to showcase to the world that Grenada is very serious about the dive market, that we're very serious about protecting our valuable scarce resources, that we're serious about ensuring that we mitigate the negative impacts of climate change, that we're serious about really cultivating a positive underwater biodiversity, and that anybody who is diving and they want to the Caribbean should definitely be doing so in Grenada.
The Caribbean Hotel and Tourism Association and Forward Keys report emphasizes the importance of data-driven insights in navigating the evolving travel landscape. As Grenada continues to capitalize on its tourism strengths, this recognition underscores the island's potential to sustain its growth trajectory in the global market. Reporting for GBN News, I'm Nisha Paul.
This is Network News, still to come from us. Grenada Cultural Foundation wants parish-based organizations to improve festival planning. We'll talk about that back in a moment.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Apply for a Home Easy Loan today for a chance to win a cash prize. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Terms and conditions apply.
GRENLEC Community Partnership Initiative.
I'm here to say a special thank you to GRENLEC for all that they have been doing for us. Now, most recently, we are very grateful for the paving of our yard. We now have easy access to drop off, to pick up stuff, and also it serves as a recreation point. So we're very, very grateful, and again, we want to say hats off to GRENLEC for always being there for us, and we hope that God would bless the company so that you can continue to support us.
GRENLEC, energizing our community.
the laundry, always do a full load, save water.
This awareness initiative is part of activities under the Climate Resilient Water sector in Grenada. The project is funded by the Green Climate Fund, the German government, and the government of Grenada.
Take charge of your financial journey by switching to an Own Your Own loan at Arise Credit Union. Arise's Own Your Own loan is as unique as you are because we know one size fits all does not fit you. With Own Your Own loan, you get unmatched benefits including lower interest rates, flexible repayment options, discounted loan and legal fees, and savings from hardware suppliers. Tailor-made options that put you in control. Switch now and step into the life you were always meant to live with Arise's Own Your Own loan. Arise Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future. Call us today at 440-1759 or visit our website at arisescu.com.
Isn't there something you've always wanted but just can't afford? The National Lotteries Authority's Lotto Jackpot is $150,000. Play today for chances at fulfilling that dream. Lotto, play and win a lot of money.
Take it to the street. Dance competition is here once again. Friday, 7th June 2024, 6:30 p.m. Tantine Hardcore. Hosted by the Ministry of Tourism, Creative Economy and Culture. For more information, call 410-0366 or 415-8282. Yana, your crew. Perfect. Those dance moves. Come out and be fascinated by Grenada's best street dancer. Take it to the street dance competition. Friday, June 7th, 2024. Don't miss it. Where are you from? Where are you from?
Miss Faithlin's family drama continues with I Do by Urias Peters at Labucan Creative Center, Saturdays at 8 p.m., Sundays at 6 p.m., June 8th to 30th.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Apply for a Home Easy Loan today for a chance to win a cash prize. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Terms and conditions apply.
Rebecca Television Center, the Grenada Cultural Foundation is empowering parish-based organizations to produce enhanced community events and festivals. My colleague Beverly Tellisford tells us more.
Over the weekend, the Grenada Cultural Foundation conducted a festival planning workshop aimed at assisting parish-based organizations in enhancing their community events and festivals. Neela Etienne, a board member of the Grenada Cultural Foundation, served as one of the workshop facilitators. She elaborated on the proposed strategies for these organizations to better organize themselves and capitalize on their events.
Today we're covering creating
mission and vision statements. We know these organizations, they've been existing for a while, but some of them actually do not have a working and a functioning mission and vision statement. So today, one of the core areas that we want to cover is creating. Some of them we're going to revitalize their mission and vision statements. We're also going to cover executing, planning, executing, and developing the organizations. Some of the organizations, again, have been existing. They've outgrown their spaces, they've outgrown their mandate, and I think now is a crucial time for them to develop their execution plan, and some of them don't even have an emergency plan, so a lot of those things we're going to be covering today. So one of the questions I did ask at the start is, why do we put on these festivals? Why do we put on these events within our communities? And a lot of them talked about educating the younger generation and the love for country, the love for traditions, and the need to pass on these traditions. But there's also that part that we hardly speak about, the money. How do we monetize? How do we get more people to invest in these communities?
In an interview, Etienne expressed her gratitude for the strong turnout at the workshop. Chris Durix, chairman of the board of directors of the foundation, highlighted the significance of such workshops in acknowledging the importance of community-based organizations.
We recognize the importance of festivals as vehicles for recognition and assertion of cultural identity, as vehicles for economic and social development. I believe that these organizations have a far way to go in terms of achieving their potential to bring social and economic development to Grenada.
Two participants shared their appreciation for the workshop, describing it as insightful.
Well, this exercise today will give participants the blueprint to planning events, taking into consideration all the important aspects as to planning a proper event. And I think with this information to help the Steelman Association to enhance their product in the long term.
Yeah, so I see this as a really good thing, because by helping me be able to understand how to actually properly facilitate festivals, this is definitely going to be a help, because we normally do this every year, and with such a educational component, it will be able to actually bring that out. We'll be able to help the others who normally assist us in preparations to be more efficient.
They expressed their intention to apply the knowledge gained from the workshop within their respective organizations. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
The Grenada Cultural Foundation has been in existence since 1998. It was established to stimulate, develop, and promote cultural and artistic expressions of citizens, and is said to be fulfilling its mandate. Chairman of the Board of Directors of the Grenada Cultural Foundation, Christopher Riggs, said the organization has played a pivotal role in upkeeping Grenada's cultural heritage over the years.
The foundation is responsible for the research, archiving, and documentation of Grenada's intangible cultural heritage, as well as organizing festivals in Grenada, national festivals, as well as community festivals. We focus a lot on community groups, empowering parish-based organizations to stage festivals and other events.
The Riggs added that they hope to expand their reach over the next few years to involve more cultural stakeholders.
We work very closely with Spiceman's Corporation, as well as the Grenada National Museum, and we are seeking to expand our collaboration to involve other cultural support organizations in Grenada.
This story to report another tragic accident, an alleged hit and run along the Maurice Bishop Highway has claimed the life of a male individual. The deceased has been identified as Elvis Henry from Cafe Bow Hill, St. George.
Police are currently investigating the circumstances which resulted in the death of Elvis Henry of Coffee Bowl Hill, St. George, during the early hours of Monday morning. The preliminary findings of the incident appeared to be consistent with that of a motor vehicular accident. Information circulating on social media indicates that a Rapid Response Unit, RRU, vehicle was allegedly involved in the accident. However, the Royal Grenada Police Force says they have no information to support claims that a police vehicle was involved in this incident. Persons with information that can assist in the investigation are asked to please contact South St. George Police Station on 444-4454, the Criminal Investigation Department 440-3921, Police Emergency 911, or the nearest police station. The Commissioner and members of the Royal Grenada Police Force extends sincere condolences to the family of Mr. Henry. Meanwhile, founder of the Asher McIntyre Foundation, Sylvan McIntyre, said this latest accident brought back sad memories of his son, whom he lost in an accident just over 1 year ago in the same area.
The incident that allegedly may have been an accident that occurred sometime between midnight and 2 a.m. this morning, it brought back, a very sad and dark moment, in that it was exactly 1 year and a couple of weeks after the tragic death of my son in the very same area. It's on the very said strip of road that we've had some concerns about as to the safety of individuals and the enabling environment for persons to traverse. While it may have been an accident, but it relates to a couple issues. The alleged victim may have been considered to be a destitute or a homeless person, but it raises a concern and an issue as to how we embrace those who are physically or otherwise challenged, and how we embrace them, and how the fabric and the mechanism of our society embodies them and cater for them. It also adds to the physical facility in the area, sidewalks and overpass, as is suggested, how you create that opportunity and that access to people that may be traversing our streets.
In recent weeks, government has made strides to address road safety concerns in the south of the island. Due to the high volume of traffic on the nation's roads, the Ministry of Infrastructure, headed by Prime Minister Honorable Dickon Mitchell, has acquired 3 Baileys-type pedestrian flyovers from the United Kingdom to be erected in 3 locations in the south of the island. The pedestrian overpass will better facilitate the continuous flow of traffic and cater to vulnerable groups, including school children and the elderly, who are often challenged when traversing the nation's roads. McIntyre welcomed the move in that direction.
We were overwhelmed with anxiety and a sense of gratification that at least some physical steps and movements have been made in that direction. It is something since the foundation started, since after the death of my son, that we decided to champion the cause for better safety in our state. And access for people to traverse that area is one of the things that we strongly suggested. And enhancing the sidewalk, pedestrian walkway in those areas is what we also advocated for. And understanding from the highest level that that is going to come through, it is something that we really, really can't wait to see happen. But while this is about to happen, we would still urge for a greater sense, or advocate for a greater sense of urgency.
McIntyre admonished motorists to be guided by road safety regulations.
So, Grenada drivers, listen to me. Every life is precious. So one should just drive safely. Ensure that the mechanism for safety is created, that vehicles are checked, and that the road safety instructions and driving instructions that one may have sat for in driving exams, that those conditions should be adhered to. And every time one hits behind the wheel, you have to ensure that you have something to do with the preservation of life or the taking away of a life, and that is critical.
Christina John, GBN News.
St. John celebrates Grenada's 50th anniversary of independence. It's time for GBN I Saw. Stay with us.
As the parish of St. John kicked off its 50th anniversary of independence celebrations over the weekend, a bonfire was lit on the shores of the beach opposite the Cuthbert Peters Park in Guelph. Parliamentary representative for St. John, Minister Karen James, participated in the festivities, including a cultural dance. We thank our citizen journalists for that submission. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
We're going to take a break. Still ahead in network news, the Ministry of Health focuses on food safety ahead of World Food Safety Day.
Use a pan to wash and rinse your dishes. Save water.
This awareness initiative is part of activities under the climate resilient water sector in Grenada. The project is funded by the Green Climate Fund, the German government, and the government of Grenada.
From the fertile heart of Grenada to the far reaches of the globe, Ram's Supermarket brings together the best of both worlds. Savor the freshest, locally sourced produce from our trusted Grenadian farmers and explore a curated selection of top-quality, international favorites. Experience a shopping journey where warmth meets a world of flavors and affordability meets premium quality. At Rams, we welcome everyone to discover the joy of global and local culinary delights. Nestled in Sugar Mill, Grand Anse, we are open all week to offer you a taste of home and beyond. Ram's Supermarket, where our family, community, and the world come together. We are the good food people.
The Fun Machine, and I'm calling all revelers, carnivalists, and bacchanalists. Let me tell you, take a loan of $3,000 or more for your costume and pay only $340 per month with Courts ready cash. Plus, you get to enter to win your loan back. That's right! Pay $0 down and nothing for the first 30 days. All you need is your ID, proof of address, job letter, pay slip, and 2 references. Visit your nearest Courts already cash location today or contact your Carnival band for more details. Experience Carnival 2024 with Courts ready cash. We are ready when you are. Conditions apply.
Get ready, Grenada, for the 18th annual Hubbards Legends in Concert. Hubbards Legends in Concert. As we raise our hands and give thanks. On Saturday, October 26, 2024, Thanksgiving weekend, Grenada Trade Center, 7:30 p.m. Hubbards Legends in Concert. Stay tuned to GBN for more.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, fully 1 week. Nah, telling you. You them massive dragon. Hello. You see that? About 10 that them make hard on them. Me a 38 but you are 92. Yeah. You the number one run, man. That is it. No what? Nice. Yeah. You number one. Yeah, me too.
Whether sipped neat, mixed into a classic cocktail, or savored on the rocks, our rum delivers a taste that captivates and satisfies. Choose greatness. Choose Classcoat, the number one rum. Produced by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Over the years and presently, customers have been winning exciting prizes while ensuring that benefits are realized for all Grenadians by supporting the games of the National Lotteries Authority.
I am Patrick Simmons, former Minister for Sports and National Athlete. The NLA has made significant investment in nation-building activities. Among them are the construction of health, sporting, cultural, educational, and community facilities. Additionally, they continue to provide funding to non-governmental organizations and individuals throughout the Tri-Island state. I support the NLA's mandate because I can see where the money goes.
Playing the games of the NLA guarantees support for sports, culture, and nation building throughout the Tri-Island state of Grenada.
Yard. Use a broom instead of a hose. Save water.
This awareness initiative is part of activities under the Climate Resilient Water sector in Grenada. The project is funded by the Green Climate Fund, the German government, and the government of Grenada.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
In these moments, we not just watch in our match, we live in it. 44 million fans, 11 players, one flow. Leading we colors, celebrating we greatness. Wherever it's played, Flow is proud to be a part of it. This is We Game.
Welcome back. Indicators point to Grenada having outbreaks of foodborne illnesses. World Food Safety Day is approaching, and the focus will be on making people aware of food safety issues and demonstrating how to prevent illness through food safety. World Food Safety Day on June 7, 2024 will draw attention to food safety incidents. Christina John reports.
This year's theme, Food Safety, Prepare for the Unexpected, underlines the importance of being prepared for food safety incidents, no matter how mild or severe they can be. Kenneth Hazard, Acting Chief Environmental Officer in the Ministry of Health, said the need for World Food Safety Day came about as a result of increased levels of foodborne illnesses, some of which he shared.
The World Health Organization shows that over 600 million persons per year come down with foodborne illnesses. Over 420,000 people die as a result of foodborne illnesses. And so there is a need for us to promote healthy practices and healthy and safe food handling practices to cut down on that burden of disease and death that we are seeing in this industry. We do not have the direct statistics that relate illnesses to foodborne illness. Foodborne mishandling of food, we do have a high burden of disease with regard to diarrheal disease in Grenada, which is an indication that we do have outbreaks of foodborne illness in Grenada. Well, salmonellosis, typhoid, a number of these other illnesses, sometimes person come down with minor illnesses that they do not associate with foodborne illnesses.
The Ministry of Health has planned a number of activities around food safety, as Denny Croney, Environmental Health Officer, explained.
So as of today, we have some videos that we'll be launching from Monday to Thursday that speaks to from farm to table food safety at each stage, what agency, what stakeholders, what part they play to ensure that the food that we get at the final stage that reach our plate is safe. We also have some educational activities where we go to supermarkets and ask person based on food safety. They might get a little token, and if they, whatever question they're asked, we educate them if they don't know the answer to it. So on Wednesday, we'll be going to our primary school where we'll be educating the grade 6 on food safety, because we want to start with the children. It's a big deal. And then the big day, we have, in front of the mall, we'll be there, still educating people and still showcasing items, what should and should not be accepted.
The environmental officer explains some of the challenges in getting people to understand the need to ensure that what they consume is of the best quality. Another challenge is that of cultural diversity, in that what may be the norm in one country is not accepted in Grenada.
One of the challenges is mentality. You see, once persons change the mentality to life and change the mentality towards, the whole topic, things will change. Because what some people know before, they hold on to this some myth, and they want to bring it into, action now.
Hazard spoke to the Food Safety Act and penalties for a violation.
I must say that the Food Safety Act come with some very stiff penalties. So I saw one penalty that goes up to $100,000, some $5,000 plus 2 years in prison. Then the Food Safety Act now stipulates that a business should not open until it's registered with the authority. And in fact, and it speaks to both the establishment as well as the food vendor. And in fact, the penalty for that could be arrest.
World Safety Day has been observed globally since 2019 and is an initiative started by the World Health Organization and the Food and Agriculture Organization. Christina John, GBN News.
Before the break, as the nation's educators embark on the annual observance of Teachers Month, Governor General Dame Cecile Lagrenade has commended the Grenada Union of Teachers and its membership for the significant strides made over the years. The Governor General made the comment while declaring Teachers Month officially open.
Your focus on expanding the knowledge base of so many teachers is exemplary. This has resulted in a notable increase in the number of qualified teachers as the union continues to encourage its members to embrace the many opportunities that have become available in the field of education within and outside of our country. By providing these opportunities to its members, the GUT has helped build our repository of knowledge and has allowed you to stay abreast of changes in your field. This in turn has enhanced your ability to impart new knowledge to your students. I urge you to continue striving for excellence.
The Governor General referred to the teaching profession as one of the most noble and important careers in the world.
Teachers are like a candle that never goes out, one that lights and points the way for our youth. Teachers guide and inspire children. They impart knowledge and sound values to them. As adults, we can all remember a teacher who had an impact on our life, whether by teaching us lifelong lessons, providing guidance when we needed it most, or influencing our choice of career. through the invaluable work of the GUT for more than a century, you have demonstrated the important role played by trade unions in building our nation by contributing to its cohesion, resilience, and sustainability. The GUT can be credited with providing a wide variety of benefits to its membership. The formation of the GUT Credit Union, now NEXA, and introduction of the medical plan are two notable examples of these benefits.
The role of teachers can't be overstated. Thank you so much, teachers. We'll be back to report the sports news.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Granville, and Central Deputy Street, Guelph. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
Like family, it's always exciting when lottery players get together. Now the lottery games are joining in the fun. Check out the multiplier family of Instacash games. 5 times the cash at $2, 10 times the cash at $3, and 20 times the cash at $5. On your tickets, match any of our numbers with any of the winning numbers and win the prize below that number. There's more. Multiply your winnings up to 5 times, 10 times, or 20 times more. Winning is easy. Play Monday to Sunday. There are no draws to wait on. Win instantly. It's the multiplier family of Instacash games with over $675,000 to be won instantly. Don't just buy one, buy all, because family is everything. Must be 18 years and older to play. NLA, making family dreams come true.
Avoid leaks at home. Save water.
This awareness initiative is part of activities under the Climate Resilient Water sector in Grenada. The project is funded by the Green Climate Fund, the German government, and the government of Grenada.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
Good evening, sporting fans. The 2024 ICC Men's T20 World Cup, hosted by the West Indies and USA, has seen new milestones, including a record number of teams participating in the tournament. Now, the International Cricket Council has announced that the teams will be vying for record prize money.
A release from ICC Media has announced that the 9th edition of the ICC Men's T20 World Cup will see the winners of the 20-team tournament earn at least $2.45 million, the highest prize money in the history of the tournament, along with a trophy that will be lifted at the Kensington Oval in Barbados on the 29th of June. The runners-up will receive at least $1.28 million, while the losing semi-finalists walk away with $787,500 each from a total of a historic prize pot of $11.25 million. The release further stated that the 4 teams which failed to make it out of the Super 8 stage will earn $382,500 each, while the teams placing 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th receive $247,500 each. Participants who finish 13th to 20th will return with $225,000, and every team receives an additional $31,154 for each match they win, barring the semi-finals and final. The 55-match event will be played over 28 days across 9 venues in the West Indies and the USA, making this the biggest ICC T20 World Cup ever. The format of this year's tournament will see 40 first-round matches played before the top 8 progress to the Super 8 stage. 4 teams will then qualify for the semi-finals, which will be staged in Trinidad and Tobago and Guyana, ending with a final in Barbados, where the 2024 men's champions will be crowned. Wayne Cunningham, TTT Sport.
Well, the West Indies women's selection panel has named a squad of 15 players for the eagerly anticipated series against Sri Lanka. The series, which starts next month, will feature 3 one-day internationals and 3 T20 internationals, with the first match taking place on Saturday, June 15 in Galle. The team is once again led by Captain Hayley Matthews, who has been in exceptional form, supported by Vice Captain Sherman Campbell. The one-day international series in Galle from June 15 to 21 is part of the ICC Women's Championship, with the top 5 teams and hosts India automatically qualifying for the Cricket World Cup in 2025. The West Indies women are currently ranked 7th, with Sri Lanka 8th, but level on points. The full squad for the tour of Sri Lanka reads: Hayley Matthews, captain; Shermaine Campbell, vice captain; Aliyah Aline, Shamilia Connell, Afi Fletcher, Sherry-Ann Fraser, Shabika Gashnabi, Chanel Henry, Seda James, Quiana Joseph, Shadeen Nation, Karishma Ramharak, Stefani Taylor, Rashada Williams, and Kate Wilmot. We wish them well. West Indies bowlers proved too much for the comparative novices of Papua New Guinea, as the 2-time former champions restricted them to 136 for 8 in their T20 World Cup clash on Sunday. Sesebau's aggressive 50 off 43 balls with 6 fours and 1 6 represented the only meaningful contribution from PNG after they were put into bat on a bright, humid morning. Wicketkeeper Kipling Durega, 27, not out, and captain Asad Vola, 21, were the only other players to get past 20, with fast bowlers Alzari Joseph and Andre Russell spearheading a disciplined West Indies effort with 2 wickets each. West Indies captain Rovman Powell opted for a spin-pace combination throughout the innings to good effect. The slow bowling trio of Akil Hussain, Gudakesh Moti and Roston Chase contributed with wickets and economy to limit a struggling Papua New Guinea batting lineup. Chastened by desperately poor showings at the last 2 T20 World Cups, the champions from 2012 and 2016 are keen to pick up early points against PNG and Uganda before the tougher Group C challenges in the shape of New Zealand and Afghanistan. West Indies' only previous meeting in an official international fixture against Papua New Guinea was at the 2018 qualifying tournament in Zimbabwe for the 2019 50-over-side World Cup. Jason Holder's unbeaten 99 guided the Caribbean team to a 6-wicket win in Harare. Sports news for now. Here's what's going on in around the globe. The international community scaled up its commitment to helping small island developing states in the fight against climate change at SIDS-4. However, one expert who worked on the Paris Agreement said that small island states must face the developed countries head-on to get their climate needs met. More in this TTT report.
It was the Caribbean's little COP, and for most of this week, the attention of the world was on Antigua and Barbuda for SIDS-4. After 4 days of negotiations, it culminated with the United States committing to quadruple its climate finance to US $11 billion from this year onwards. The EU pledged to mobilize 300 billion euros in public and private investments by 2027. The UNDP announced a new $135 million Blue and Green Islands integrated program, while the Green Climate Fund presented its 50 by 30 vision to manage US $50 billion by 2030.
We're seeing the cost of that in action now, Ryan. We're seeing the cost of 10 years of missed opportunities.
St. Lucia's Dr. James Fletcher, who helped craft the famous Paris Agreement, reacted on the big interview this week. He says the Alliance of Small Island Developing States must negotiate together for its climate needs at the United Nations.
We have to say, okay, you know what? You want our support for something. It could be a seat on the Security Council. It could be hosting the next expo. I don't care what it is, but there are certain things that we need in return. I think we have to use that strength. We will say, well, you small country, St. Lucia is 180,000 people. What can St. Lucia do? Yes, but St. Lucia is a part of a community within CARICOM that holds 14 votes in every single UN system. And it's part of a wider community within SIDS, within AOSIS, that holds 30-something votes within every single UN system. Let's work together to ensure that we get the things that we want.
Now it's on to the implementation of the Antigua and Barbuda agenda for SIDS. And Dr. Fletcher insists
there must be money committed to the Antigua and Barbuda agenda for SIDS. There must be a commitment by the international community to helping SIDS to navigate these challenges that are in front of them.
Promises at these conferences tend to come in abundance. Actioning, however, is usually inadequate. Ryan Baichu, CNC3 News.
In South Africa, the African National Congress, the party once led by Nelson Mandela, has had its worst election results since it came to power with the collapse of apartheid 3 decades ago. It heralds the start of a new political era in which the ANC will have to seek coalition partners and share power. Among the reasons for the ANC losing political support are the high cost of living, unemployment, and crime. There's also anger at widespread corruption. Many black South Africans are asking why the end of white minority rule has not led to a transformation in their economic conditions and living standards. We get more in this BBC report.
This is a country at a crossroads. The historic inequalities of apartheid have not been erased, and the people have had enough. Last week, they went to the polls and voted for change, delivering a dramatic drop in support to the African National Congress. Today, the president spoke for the first time.
Our people have given effect to the clarion call that has resonated across generations, that the people shall govern. Our people have spoken. Whether we like it or not, they have spoken.
The ANC's disastrous showing has thrown competition wide open for a coalition government to replace its controlling majority. The pro-business Democratic Alliance came second with an agenda of free market reforms, but it struggles to shake the image of a party for the white minority. The former president, Jacob Zuma, disgraced by allegations of rampant corruption, has made an extraordinary comeback, heading the newly formed MK party. The radical economic freedom fighters want to nationalize banks and seize white-owned land.
So those are the options, and we've now had the official announcement of the election results, confirming what we already knew. That means the ANC has 2 weeks to form a coalition with parties which have very different visions of the country.
Faced with that uncertain future are these young people in Johannesburg, the generation for whom most is at stake. Nearly 50% are unemployed.
If we get somebody young, fresh, young blood, I'm very much optimistic. It's gonna be a beautiful country.
I hope the ruling party is shaken as we want them to be. We just need the basics, like just take care of the people and to stay on their promises, to keep their word, We know they want to chow the money, let them chow the money, but let them at least do what they promised to do and then maybe chow the change.
The votes may have been counted, but nobody knows where they will lead. Barbara Platt-Usher, BBC News, Johannesburg.
We'll remind you of the headlines right after this. Headlines as we leave you. Elvis Henry identified as the latest victim of fatal accident along the Maurice Bishop Highway. Our condolences. Attorney Ruggles Ferguson KC raises concerns over proposed amendments to the Criminal Procedure Code and the Firearms Amendment Act. NADMA releases list of designated hurricane shelters for the 2024 Atlantic hurricane season. Also in the news, regionally, world leaders agree on bold 10-year plan focusing on practical and impactful solutions to keep SIDS afloat. Internationally, South Africa election ANC forced to seek coalition partners after 30 years in power. Plus, in the sports news, squad announced for West Indies women's tour of Sri Lanka. I'm Kenroy Baptiste. That's all from us at the GBN Newsroom for the time being. Thank you so much for tuning in to the broadcast. See you soon. Good night.